What is happening, y'all? Cowboy here, and welcome to another Monster Hunter Rise build video as we take a look at one of my favorite weapons, the light bowgun. Now this is actually a very similar build to the one I used in Iceborne. Rapid fire pierce on light bowgun is just a playstyle I absolutely love, except it's only gotten better here because now I got me a cowboy hat. But anyway, all joking aside, let's jump in and talk about the build. Now I do want to be upfront in saying that this is a pierce build. There's lots of ways to play light bowgun. There's spread builds, which are similar to running around with a shotgun. You got normal rapid fire builds, you got elemental builds, you have sticky builds. So don't feel like this is the only light bowgun approach. I just happen to really like pierce. It's a playstyle I really enjoy. So going on in. Very straightforward build here. Attack boost 7, obviously getting us that big damage. Pierce up 3, nice hefty increase to our pierce. We're going to want recoil down 3 to make sure we have almost no recoil on our shots. We're going to want aim booster 2 to extend our critical range, which I'll talk about that in a moment. Reload speed 2 to ensure that we have fastest reload on our shots. And then if you still have availability, try to fit in rapid fire up. This is going to increase the damage of our rapid fire pierce shots. Now I want to point out that it's rapid fire up in particular and not normal / rapid up that'll help our ammo. I don't know why they went with this name design. It's definitely kind of confusing seeing rapid up and then rapid fire up, but rapid fire up is what is going to help your pierce, not normal / rapid up. We have that coming in. It's on a different piece of gear. But anyway, let's talk about aim booster because that's kind of a core part of gunning. So right now you can see how my reticle is yellow. If I were to shoot, you can see mostly getting ones, not doing too much damage, and that's because we're out of the critical range. As soon as it turns orange, how it is right now, you can see we're getting good damage, 12s and 10s, and this is the critical range for your gun, is this orange reticle. Now if we get closer and closer and closer, you can see it'll turn back, and we're still getting decent damage. We have a couple 12s, but we're getting 8s and 10s now, and that isn't where we want to be. We really want to be just outside of that range. So as opposed to here, if we're right here, we're getting basically 12s and 10s, 3s and 4s, and the little shots. And that is what aim booster is going to do. Typically if we were this close to the monster, we weren't going to be getting almost any damage in. Aim booster just decreases that range so we can still get damage in. So very important thing when it comes to playing pierce, especially because your ammo is going to get multiple hits and it goes through the monster for so many different little ticks. Definitely a very important kind of core skill. But anyway, taking a look at the decorations, I have a very good talisman on this set. I have a pierce up 2 talisman. A lot of people probably won't have this, so instead of that, you would go for a Renoplos helm. That gives you your 2 pierce up right there and has a level 1 decoration slot. So functionally the same setup, your level 1 decoration slot here. The only difference is the Ragi helm has that rapid fire up, which as I said is kind of just icing on the cake. But going into decorations and gear, first up, Night Owl. This is going to be one of our final Nargacuga weapons. This thing comes in at 190. We can do attack boost 3 to get it up at 196, innate 40% affinity, very low recoil, very fast reload with the stuff on it, and then of course long barrow to further boost up the damage. When it comes to using this, our bread and butter here is going to be Pierce Ammo 2. You have Pierce 3, but Pierce Ammo 2 is rapid fire, so we're going to be better off using that majority of the time. As for Paralyze, we're going to be working mostly with Paralyze 1, just because of the reload time and the recoil, and then we might throw in a little bit of Exhaust here or there, but the core of this is going to be around Pierce 2. Moving down from there, the Ragi helm. As I mentioned, this is kind of just like icing on the cake. Rapid fire up is just going to be extra damage if you can get it. Shell studded vest, a great piece here, giving you a point of pierce up and then 2 level 1 deco slots so we can slot in some quick load jewels. Rathalos brace, of course, with 2 attack boost, and then we're slotting in a precise jewel for aim booster. Down to the Angicoil, we're going to be slotting in another aim booster, picking up 2 free attack boost, and of course 2 absorber jewels. Our final absorber deco is going to be inside of the ingot greaves, which we also pick up 2 attack boost and 2 critical eye from. Now as for the talisman, if you don't have a pierce up talisman and you're using pierce up in the helm instead, for your talisman you could either go for more crit eye, which is going to be good, crit boost is going to be good, rapid fire up is going to be good, spare shot is going to be good. Really there's a lot of different things you can do, and I want to point out that the core here, we want to get attack up to 7. We absolutely want pierce up at 3, and to maximize our damage and whatnot, we're going to want recoil down 3, reload 2, and aim boost 2. Beyond that, anything else that you can fit into this build as you get better and better talismans, it's just going to be icing on the cake. So that's where your rapid fire up and crit boost and additional crit eye come in. Now, a couple people like running weakness exploit with this. Personally, I don't like weakness exploit with pierce builds. I don't think it makes sense because I'm only going to get that critical boost on, you know, one part of the monster, and my ammo travels all the way through the monster. So I personally don't feel there is a lot of value in weakness exploit on pierce builds. I know some people still swear by it, but I think that, you know, just from a logical perspective, I don't think it makes sense. Moving on into our switch skills. Reload versus elemental reload. Elemental reload is trash. Even on elemental builds, it's trash. This is not my opinion. This is the opinion of pretty much every light bowgun speedrunner that I have, you know, either read commentary from or spoken with on the meta subreddit. The reload increase is not good. Forward dodge or quick step evade. This is going to be more of a preference. Personally, I am not comfortable with the decrease in distance for quick step evade. I'd much rather have the forward dodge. Both weapons still have the ability to dodge after firing, regardless of if you have quick step or roll. So after shooting, you kind of go, wrong button. After shooting, you have this like side step and that slide like that. You can do that regardless. But what this is going to do is if I'm trying to dodge, that's all I have is that little dodge. So if I'm right here, that's my quick step evade. And the damage boost that you have with it, as you can see, we're getting like 13 and 11s. It's just, I don't know. It feels like it's gimping my distance slightly, so I don't like it compared to just the forward dodge, you know. I know that I can do this fast. I know that I can dodge a Tigrex that's coming at me if I'm rolling like this. So that's my preference, but you know, go with what you enjoy. As for fanning vault versus fanning maneuver, I really like fanning vault. Fanning maneuver does have a damage boost that you can get if you shoot right at the end or during the movement, so I'm kind of rocketing those off while I'm, you know, still in motion. You can see I got a couple 13s popping up. And you can kind of see, similar to the greatsword, I have that little buff indicating that I have that damage increase. But personally, I feel like every time I try and use fanning maneuver, I'm getting booped by the monster. So I stick with fanning vault. And fanning vault is really good in my opinion. When you jump up with it, those shots while you're in the air are actually going to get mounting damage, so it still makes it easy to mount stuff. And probably the coolest thing, when you jump up, you can tap A to put your bomb inside the monster. So doing that, and now I go to shoot, and look at that. Look at the double 69s popping up, because I've put bombs in this thing's face, and now I'm exploding them by shooting it. I think that's so freaking cool. But yeah, anyway, light bowgun is as good as it's ever been. You know, fanning vault and dropping a bomb into something's head while you vault over it is really cool in my opinion. I like it a lot more than, I mean, you know, it's kind of nice to like put down your bombs and like wait, but you know, when you do that and you're shooting, you're setting off your bombs. So unless you're like staying really far back so that the bomb won't go off, and even then it kind of still does unless you're shooting way over. I like the idea of putting the bomb in the monster's head and getting free damage a lot more. So you know, test them out, see which one you enjoy. The great thing about light bowgun is there's a lot of different play styles here, and there's a lot of flexibility, with the exception of elemental reload, which is hot garbage. But either way, let's jump into a hunt, show you what this thing can do. So for a hunt, we're going to be going after Anjanath. He's a big old boy with a big face that's great to riddle full of bullets. But on that note, I do want to talk about gunning and gunning smart. So hopping on over into our hunter notes here. Now, you can obviously check the weakness for pretty much anything. And going on over here, in particular, you can see that when it comes to guns, we have a 60 and a 65 hit zone on his head and his snout, and a pretty respectable here 45 for the torso and 55 for the wings. So this makes him a really good target for Pierce. His tail's also 55, so basically the entire length of Anjanath is going to be able to just, you know, get railed full of bullets, which, you know, that's exactly what we want. So just something to kind of keep in mind, you know, as you hunt. You know, keep in mind where hit zones are, right? Just a quick look at that, and I can be like, all right, I want to, you know, I want to aim to make sure I'm hitting the full length of this dude's body. You know, I don't want to be getting him, you know, on his little arms or anything. I want to be trying to go through the body, through the tail, and, you know, hunt smarter is the point of this discussion. And you are over there. Can I make this gap? I feel like not counting on the dog has made me better at using the wire bugs. Ah! You see, I don't even have paralysis 2 ammo. I don't bother with it. Feel the damage! Pretty sure that's in his face! It is! Oh god. I need to heal. But what an amazing placement on that. Nope, wrong button! Ah! Oh, missed him. And he's not happy. He is taking a lot of damage. Actually, do I not? I don't even have a... Oh, the other thing. Set this up. Craft all Pierce 2, craft all Pierce 1. 2 clicks and you're instantly loaded back up on ammo. Definitely recommend doing that. It is hugely beneficial and there's no reason to not do it. Whoa, there's a Papa Rajang nearby. Do I dare to awake the beast? I mean, it's like right... No, he's running more. Where's the... I mean, if it's right... Where is it exactly? Oh, you're right here. Oh, I gotta get a better jump to really... Oh, need to get a good angle here. There we go. One of the big reasons I really like Vault over Fanning Maneuver. Which, I mean, you can usually do the wake up as well. And the wake up should also work. Which will show that. I rarely end up using it, to be honest. I should use it more, but... Boom! It's pretty nice damage. Oh, he's in a... Okay, well, let's, gotta grab your goodies before we mount you. Oh, I love it when it's like this. Oh! There, not intimidating when you're roped down like that. Be a good boy and get in the trap. He's a sleepy little angel. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what our time was, but 8:03. And that was like with looking at the menu at the start of the hunt and showing off stuff. Like, it's just good, man. This is a very, very strong setup. Also really good for you know, final boss and all that, just because it's a big old long boy. So as you can imagine, Pierce does some serious damage to it. But either way, that's gonna wrap this one on up. So I'm still trying to get a couple decorations for the charge blade build. So instead, we'll probably be doing heavy bowgun next. But after that, I should have the shit I need for charge blade. So stay tuned, and we'll catch y'all soon with more build videos.